So this kid that just shot the ball with the longer hair is good.
Home opener at the Hilltop for the second night in a row. This time, it's the boys squad taking on Marshall in this LIC opener and home opener for your Golden Aces. I'm Riley Angel alongside Max Gerlach. Max, this game a very winnable one for the Aces, who have lost 5 straight.
Yeah, the Aces have been on a really big cold streak right now, and a lot of that started with just being in the Capital Classic and playing a lot of teams who, right now, for the simple fact, are better than them at the moment. So hopefully the Aces finally are getting an opponent that's going to match up with them a little bit better, a team I think that they're going to play with a lot better because, you're not going to play the T-Towns and the Lawrencevilles and the Gibson Southerns of the world every night. So this is going to be good for the Aces and playing this Marshall squad who is 2-1, but the only 2 teams they beat is a 1A team in North Clay and a 2A school in Vandalia who's having a down year. But they also lost an LIC game already to Casey Westfield. So we'll see where we rank in the LIC this game especially.
And one thing about this Marshall squad, they're used to being in close games down the stretch so far this year. All 3 of their finishes have come within 6 points.
Yeah, that's huge. That is a crazy understatement. Just that experience, you can't really talk about how important that is. But these Aces, when they've been in that close game, they've done a good game done a good job in those close games outside of that Red Hill fluke is what I'm going to call it. So I think 9 out of 10, these guys beat Red Hill. So it's just going to be, can Mount Carmel come into the game ready, prepared, and not lay an egg in the first quarter, which they've done a lot this year.
This is the Coach's Pregame Show brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. Speaking of coaches, got to sit down and talk to head coach Justin Carpenter about just what Max was talking about, the effort, preparing for this game, and hopefully coming in here and getting a win.
Yeah, that's just huge for him again, getting that win.
Marshall again coming into this one 2-1. Every game within 6 points. We'll see if it comes down the stretch here tonight as both teams on the floor here at the Hilltop trying to get a win to open up conference play. Marshall already playing Casey Westfield at a non-conference game technically because it was in a tournament. So this, the conference opener for both squads. So here is head coach Justin Carpenter with that interview that I talked to him just moments ago. Hello, everyone. You're listening to 100.5 WSID. I'm here, as always, with head coach Justin Carpenter. Coach, had a couple of days of practice now to reset since the loss against Gibson Southern. What have those 2 days looked like?
Man, the next day after Gibson Southern, we really got after it. The boys were working their tail off, and, we got some more vocal leaders out of them. And, it's just really good to get after them and send a message. And the boys responded well, and they bounced back. And then even yesterday, it was a positive day. Everybody's energetic, having fun. And, that's got to be the base of it. If you're not trying to have fun, you're not doing much out there.
And if you can you say who those vocal leaders have been that have stepped up the past couple days?
Oh, yeah. Andrew Militoni has really stepped up in a major way. Shane Metter, Elliot Acree a little bit. Jack Webb has been a big one. He's been very vocal in practice. And me as a military guy, when we do our cadences, you yell as you're doing your exercise, and that only helps with your endurance, So I told Jack that, and he took it to heart, and he's been going at it. So hopefully we're a little bit better on the court today.
Speaking of Jack, it seemed like he was trying to do a lot against Gibson Southern earlier this week. His first game coming back from that injury. Has he kind of been able to settle down these past couple of days in practice?
I definitely think so. We had a good conversation after practice on Wednesday and talked about, I think he was excited just to be back, and he wanted to just put the team on his back. He wants to do all that's good, but he doesn't know how to yet all the way. But yesterday at practice, he was really putting pieces together, and, he was patient. He wasn't shuffling his feet when he caught it. He wasn't trying to do too much. He was, when he catches at the high post, he was going through his progression, high-low, look opposite. So I think it's starting to fall in place, and, we'll find out tonight.
Talk to me a little bit about Wade Keepis. He started the year not getting a ton of varsity minutes, has worked his way up into that core 8 that you have.
Yes, he's been a sponge, and he's one that will take coaching no matter how it is, whether I'm yelling at him, getting into him a little bit, or, I'm just patting him on the back or whatever it is, and he's been a sponge. He asks questions all the time, even when maybe I yell at him for a certain mistake or a one-handed pass or dribbling into hot zones, and, I get into him, but then immediately if there's a foul or something, he comes right over and asks me how to correct it. So only seeing that is making me trust him a little bit more on the court, knowing that he's trying to apply it out there. So he's definitely earning his minutes. First
LIC game of the year tonight. What's the goal when it comes to conference play?
Oh, man. Obviously a win. We always want to win. But it's always, not riding the roller coaster, because sometimes these conference games can be up and down. And, we can't ride that roller coaster. We have to keep our composure, obviously enjoy the moment. But, we got to stay locked in and know what we're supposed to do, pay attention to scouting report, and just execute. That's the basis of it.
Marshall, 2-1 coming into today. Every game they've played has been within 6 or less. They're really close. They're really used to close games so far this year. How do you plan on, if it does get down to the wire, combating that since they have had that experience so far?
I really feel like we're in better shape than a lot of teams. It's just a matter of effort that we display. So I really feel like, from watching a couple games on film, they may not be as deep on the bench. So, I really want to run them out the gym and try to put them in foul trouble, put them in weird spots. And so that's going to be our main game plan, is try to run them out the gym and put them in foul trouble.
They have 3 different players who are 10-plus point scorers. They spread the ball around a lot, including Peyton McGuire, who's lights out from beyond the arc. Can you explain to us a little bit about what the game plan is, especially against a team with so many different weapons?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great matchup night tonight. We're putting Shane on McGuire, going to put our best player on their arguably best player, and see what they can do to each other, and what kind of advantages we can create for each other. 21 is an agile, big body. I love the way he plays. I loved watching him on film. He's a good player. Number 3 is a great shooter. I love seeing him get his shots up, and he's all these guys are not afraid to pull up. In transition, if they're feeling it, they got some swagger. They're going to pull up. So we got to have high hands on closeouts. They're big. Are headhunters on offense. They set great screens. They crash the boards hard. It's going to be an all-around battle on the defensive end against them.
And today, the first game here at the Hilltop for you guys, a long, tough road stretch to begin the year. How good does it feel to be back at home?
Oh, it feels great. I walked in, and it was exactly like that. I walked in, and first I felt the warmth, and then I was pretty happy. So it feels good to be home, and we just need to give this crowd a good game, and so I think we're going to be able to do that.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Head coach Justin Carpenter, great on the mic as always. This is the Coach's Pregame Show brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. When we come back, Max will have his keys to the game, and then we'll finally get into some basketball. We'll be back in 1 minute.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have. And the most that I like, it was early childhood education. And then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids. And each day I learn, and I learn from the kids. And like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing. So I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
Hello, I'm Sarah Harrell. I'm from Crossville, Illinois, and I attend here at Wabash for the Advanced Manufacturing Program. Being here has really helped me grow and really experience what it'll be like later in life, being able to work in a shop and actually run machines. I've loved working on the 3D printer and on the wire EDM and just CNC machines in general. I want to be like a designer and programmer type thing, so I can do most of my time on SolidWorks and programming CNC machines.
Back here at the Hilltop, home opener as both squads coming back out from the locker rooms to warm up in these final 3 minutes until this one gets underway. This is the Coach's Pregame Show brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. Max, you got some keys to the game for how both of these squads can come away with a W.
For Marshall, it's going to be get that big 3 rolling early. Peyton McGuire, Bentley Delp, and Trey Scott, who all are averaging double figures for him. So that's going to be huge for them on the offensive end of the ball. And, there's 2 sides to every playing card. And Mount Carmel needs to slow those 3 down. If you can take them away, the other 2 starters and then 2 or 3 guys that they bring off the bench are only averaging about 14 points a game, if you do the math on that. So it's going to be taking at least one of those big 3 guys away and then containing the other 2. They're going to have to be on the offensive boards. That's what a lot of teams have killed Mount Carmel in doing, is they're just so aggressive on the offensive boards, and Mount Carmel doesn't box out great, and they allow a lot of offensive rebounds by doing that. And then getting an early lead serves well for you against Mount Carmel right now. They haven't done great. Usually when somebody gets an early lead on them, they start to hang their head, and that's something that Carpenter's talked about a lot, is after somebody gets an early lead, can't come out flat. But for Mount Carmel, Carpenter talked a lot about it, pushing the pace. So they're going to have to push the pace. They're going to have to execute the game plan. They're going to have to continue to play within themselves, not try to force shots, force passes. They have a lot of turnovers off of just sloppy passes and places they don't have the ability to put the ball to. So hopefully Mount Carmel can figure that out and understand that they cannot force as many passes as they have. Then simply every possession is going to matter in a close game like this. So limit turnovers, get as many defensive rebounds as you can. Do not allow second chance opportunities. That's what has been just a killer for these Aces right now, is second chance points. So hopefully they can continue to do that. And then in every game, even if it's a blowout, you got to knock down your free throws. But especially in a close game like tonight, we think it's going to be, they're going to have to knock down their free throws. They're going to have to go out and be consistent while shooting their free throws.
This has been the Coach's Pregame Show, brought to you by Glenn's Auto Service and Towing, located on Wabash 10th Avenue and Route 1 South. The next time you need a tow, call 263-3285. Mount Carmel trying to break a 5-game skid, and Marshall trying to get an opening night LIC win and spoil the homecoming for the Aces. It's coming right up here on 100.5 WSAD. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Get Black Friday deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off, and lease a new 2024 Ford Escape as low as $347 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. It's Black Friday sales all month at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet, now $12,000 off, and 2024 stylish Dodge Durango, now up to $12,000 off MSRP. Come in and get yours today.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Christmas comes to Mount Carmel, Illinois, Friday, December 6th from 4 to 9 p.m., featuring carriage, train, and Rudolph rides, or take the City Lights trolley tour, photo ops, story time with Mrs. Claus, music of the season featuring jazz and dance, make your own take-home ornaments, or enjoy the s'mores making station, even visit Santa himself. And yes, it's all free. So much shopping, food, and family fun at Christmas Uptown, and on Saturday at 5:15 p.m., it's the Lighted Christmas Parade. Download the app at ChristmasUptown.com.
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
we wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank, supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm, or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
And home opener action for your Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Yeah, you cannot state enough how important the home opener and especially the conference opener is going to be for these Aces tonight.
These starting lineups are in memory of the co-founder of Mount Carmel Sports Boosters, H.D. White, and his wife, Helen. Starting with the visiting squad, the Marshall Lions. They are as follows: Trey Scott, Bentley Delp, Peyton McGuire, Garrett Pugh, and JT Bumside.
You know, and a lot of their scoring comes from their guard spots. So that's something Mount Carmel, I think, going to fare up for them well is on the defensive end. We're a very guard-driven team, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage on the defensive end and slow these guys down.
Now the Mount Carmel Golden Aces being introduced to this home squad for this home crowd for the first time this year. Man, getting nervous up here for the home opener. Their starting lineup is as follows: Andrew Militoni, Jack Webb, Elliot Acree, Shane Metter, and Rhett Andrews, the usual five. But again, Owen Blake, Wade Keepus, big pieces off the bench, along with Dean Belt.
Yeah, they've done a great job off the bench of coming in, getting their guys a rest, and really not skipping a beat. So hopefully Mount Carmel can continue that and not having a big decline in their starting five when they have to go out to the bench.
It'll be interesting for me to see JT Bumside brings some size to this Marshall squad. How important do you think that matchup is going to be for Jack Webb?
That's going to be huge, and I think the even bigger one is going to be probably Garrett Pugh versus Red Owen, sorry. So he's going to have to really size up with that guy, and you know, I think the weight difference is somewhere in the 50 to 60 pound range. So I think that's probably the matchup of the night for Mount Carmel.
We'll see, as I believe it'll be Rhett Andrews near the cards as it has been all year. It will. Coming up to face off with him in center circle will be JT Bumside. Aces and Lions squaring up for the first time this year. Big game for the Aces, trying to snap that 5-game skid that they're on. As the tip goes the way of Marshall, McGuire will bring it up on the right side, going from left to right. McGuire to Scott, left wing now top of the key, Delp. Back to McGuire. Moving it around earlier, the Lions. McGuire off the handoff, down low to Pugh. Pugh double team, got blocked from behind by Webb. Now taken away. Scott, it's in his hands. Back to Pugh, trying to drive on the left side, getting down to the block, right into the hands of Shane Metter. Early turnover for the Aces. They're going to slow it up.
Aces doing a good job there. I'd like to see on some of those high ball screens, hedging just a little bit more to let their guys recover.
Here comes Metter, top of the key. Over to Militoni, right wing, triple, missed it. Rebound, Bumside.
And right now, Mount Carmel's just got to get some jitters out early. It's your home opener. I bet you got to be pretty excited to play tonight.
McGuire, step back, left corner, triple, missed it long. Rebound, Acree. Almost sent Metter to the floor there. Militoni now, top of the key, getting to the charity stripe, kicking it out to Acree. Left wing, triple, no. Rebound batted around, goes out of bounds on the near side sideline, going the way of Marshall in the red jerseys.
And Mount Carmel right now, I know we're talking so much about pushing the pace, but when you have the ball in your end, you cannot just settle for the first shot, which they seem to do a lot this year. So hopefully they can start running something through a little bit longer and getting just a good, tough bucket.
Delp trying to run past a couple of Aces, does so now, has it in the left corner, bottoms for three. Delp got his own offensive rebound on the drive, took it right back out to the perimeter and knocked it down. 3-0 Lions, 6:30 to play in the first quarter.
Can't just assume your teammate has the rebound. Can't clear out too early. They need to just continue to fight on the boards.
Metter in the mid-range, stepping back now down low to Andrews, right block. Now in the right short corner, back up top to Metter. Metter left elbow, left block, down, float, backboard, good!
That's a tough move there by Metter, doing a great job of, even though getting bumped, elevating and using the glass with some good touch.
Quick turnover on the inbound for the Lions. Aces will get a second possession for free.
And this is the most valuable possession of this young game so far. Got to use it. You get a second opportunity at an early point.
Down low to Webb. Webb, pirouettes in the air, couldn't make the hook shot off the backboard. Rebound for Delp, who eventually gets it to McGuire. McGuire coming down the left side. Now to Delp. Down low to Bumside against Andrews. Bumside trying to use his size. Traveled before he could get the pass off. Good side from Andrews there, standing his ground.
Yes, doing a great job of just staying straight up, even though he took a bump. Good help defense there by Jack Webb, who I don't think is going to get enough credit for that play. Was able to slow him down after he went in and created enough separation.
Here comes Metter, giving it to Militoni, who's at the cards, just now passing the 10-second line. Shading towards the left, gives it to Metter. Left wing triple. Couldn't miss it, in and out. Tipped out, but it's going to be an over the back against Jack Webb.
And that's a tough call to make. He had a good angle to see that. We didn't have a great angle for that, but got to be careful with those low arms pushing somebody, right in the meat of the back. So just a hard one to argue from up here.
3-2 Lions, 5:30 to play in the first quarter. Here's McGuire, down low to Pugh. Pugh against Jack and Acree. Somehow got it up and off the backboard for his first 2 of the night.
Good play design there and a good strong finish, using his body and just going straight through contact.
Acree, top of the key, uses his dribble, now gives it to Metter. Metter on the right side, right wing to be exact. Now the right elbow is Webb, got it taken away. Here comes the Lions, floated up for Scott, no good. Rebound Pugh, foul called. Let's see who it's against. It's against Andrew Militoni. It's on the floor before Pugh got the shot off, so it'll be under out of bounds.
That's a tough one to call again. Militoni just can't go over his back there to try to make that block, as we had guys in front of him in good position.
McGuire, right wing triple off the inbound, couldn't get it to fall. Here's Militoni trying to push the pace himself. Gives it to Acree. Acree, right block off glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Militoni. He couldn't get the bunny to fall.
I don't know if it's something about being in our home court. Even the JV game was having a tough time with layups tonight.
Scott missing a transition 3-ball. Rebound Acree. 5-2 Lions early. Just halfway through this first quarter, 4:29 to play. Country Financial Agent timeout. Head coach Justin Carpenter, a 30-second timeout. Will stay here for the moment. Max, what are you seeing early from both of these squads?
Mount Carmel's settling just a little bit. I think I'd like to see them use their possessions just a little bit more in getting some of those set shots. They ran their set plays and were able to get Shane Metter a wide-open three-point look. So hopefully if they can continue to do that, they fare so much better than just running and gunning like they have been. And then for Marshall, they're simply just not hitting their shots either right now. So the first team that's going to get rolling, I think, is going to end up being the one victorious.
2 team fouls early on the Aces, one against Militoni, one against Jack Webb. 4:28 to play in quarter number 1 in the Tim Phillips of Jaden Fevers scoreboard reads 5-2 Lions. Metter on the inbound underneath. Gives it to Militoni. Militoni picked up his dribble, looking down to Webb. Bounce pass to him on the right block. Webb spinning, trying to get something off. He got it taken away. It's on the floor. Militoni comes up with it, now out of bounds. It'll stay here with the white jerseys. Head coach Justin Carpenter and not too thrilled with that.
Yeah, he wants his players to just simply move off the ball. You cannot stand still and just watch your guy when he has the ball picked up.
Acree on the inbound, gets it up to Metter. Now to Acree, left corner, getting a ball screen from Andrews. Down on the left block, got fouled before the shot was up. It's going to be Tucker Osborne who takes that one. He's into the game for the first time against Marshall. Quickly picks up his first personal.
Yeah. And Acree does a good job there bringing the ball to his body on that jump stop. Where to pick at the ball, you're going to foul him.
Webb at the charity stripe. Handing it off to Militoni. Top of the key triple. Missed it. Rebound, falling onto the floor, picked up by Liam Keem, who's also into the game for the first time for Marshall. Here's McGuire, left wing. Handing it off to Delp. Delp got it stolen by Metter. Metter down the lane, 2 easy ones for him. He has all 4 for the Aces. It's 5-4 early.
And all of them have came off as some scrappiness on the defensive end by Shane Metter. He's doing what we need him to do today.
Here's McGuire, skipping it. Nice pass to Keem, who's up the basket and the foul.
That's a tough finish there through contact and was getting hit, so was able to get up off the glass and just use the touch and got himself 2. Aces got to be a little more careful on defensive end. They're picked up 4 fouls pretty early here. 3 fouls.
Andrews his first. Pugh on the offensive rebound. Missed it. Thought he got fouled. Keem has it now on the left wing. He swarmed, picked up his dribble. And there's a Country Financial Agent TM Morgan timeout for head coach Logan Idle of Marshall. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The beloved TV classic soars off the screen and onto the stage this season. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Jr. See all the characters from the TV classic come to life live on stage. This gleeful musical take on a holiday favorite will go down in history as a smashing hit. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Jr. 3 shows Friday through Sunday, December 13th through 15th at the Wabash Valley College Brubeck Theater in Mount Carmel. Tickets available now with the QR code on your screen or Wabash Valley Arts Council Facebook page.
7-4, Lions in front, 3:25 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was just a string of bad luck while the Lions had the ball. Jack Webb fell down or was pulled down. I'm still not sure, but a good box out by him and just lost his footing. And then could have been a travel on the switching of a pivot foot, but it was just a missed call.
Here's Scott, top of the key. Pugh, left wing, trying to drive against Webb. Pugh at the left elbow now, giving it off to Delp. Delp denying the ball screen to the left, going down to the left. Blocked by Webb down low. Out of bounds, it'll stay here with the red jerseys.
And good job of going up there and not fouling, not coming down across the body. He just simply used his size and athleticism to get up and deflect the shot or, change it.
Delp blocked on the three-point attempt, got his own rebound, kicks it back out to Osborne. Osborne handing it off to Delp. Delp, long-range triple, top of the key, missed it long. Rebound, Militoni. Militoni up to Acree. Acree, right wing, skipping it to Metter on the left side. 7-4, Aces trail. Metter looking to change that, can't. Long distance three was short.
And that was a heat check right there, Riley, if I've ever seen one. He just let it fly.
Osborne, Delp blocked as he drove down the left side. 7-4, Lions in front by 3. 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Acree trying to slow the pace, directing traffic. See what they draw up here. Metter getting it on the left wing. Getting a ball screen. Now at the left elbow, stepping back out to the top of the key. Making his way to the right to Acree on the right corner. Getting a ball screen. Looking down low to Andrews, skipping it to Metter. Left corner, triple, bottoms!
He's got all 7 for him right now, and Riley, he is hot. He's feeling it right now in this first quarter, and that's what the Aces need is Shane Metter to be rolling to get them a win.
Delp trying to put the Lions back in front, couldn't. It's 7 apiece, under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Militoni on the rebound. Militoni back out to Metter. Metter, a second straight corner triple! Yes! 10-7 Aces. He has all 10.
And he is feeling it. And this has all started on the defensive side of the ball for the Aces.
Mount Carmel in front.
And the Aces are feeling it on the offensive end early. And then on the defensive end of the ball, they're doing a great job of getting those defensive rebounds that we talked so much about, contesting shots without fouling, and just using those possessions. They're not taking the first shot. They're passing the ball around to get their teammates better shot. This is a whole new Mount Carmel team than what I last saw.
Osborne picked up a foul from Marshall under the basket as the shot was being taken. So Aces have another possession here. Webb, top of the key. Webb to Keepis, who just checked in, along with Belt and Blake. Belt left wing. Taking a dribble, skipping it to Metter. Metter on the right wing against Scott. Now top of the key. 10-7, Mount Carmel in front. More like 10-7, Shane Metter in front. 1:20 to play. Here's Belt. Belt the lefty on the right side, getting it tipped away into the backcourt, so Blake will recover without any problem. 1:05 first quarter. Taken away by McGuire, a foul call. This Marshall crowd doesn't like it, but he reached across the body.
He reached across the body. Shouldn't have just jumped in with the right hand right there. Should have just stayed solid, tried to pick with his left, and instead he put himself in a bad position, got himself a foul, and now he's got his first, and Mount Carmel needs to take the ball at him to get him out of this game.
Belt on the inbound, has to get it to somebody, gets it to Keepis in the backcourt. 10-7, 60 seconds to play. Here's Webb, right short corner, trying to take it baseline. Picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Keepis, now to Blake, left wing, trying to take it. Back out to Metter. Metter, right corner triple, no good. Rebound, McGuire. 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. 10-7 Aces. McGuire, top of the key, guarded by Metter. It's a moving screen against Bumside. That'll be his first.
And when you play aggressive defense, you're going to get calls like that. He sticks the knee out because Metter chases hard. He's playing scrappy on the defensive end, gets him his foul, and puts his body on the line for the sake of his teammates.
What a start for Mount Carmel. They are now in the bonus. 35 seconds here in this first quarter, 10-7. Metter, top of the key, trying to drive, kicking out to Keepis. Keepis, right wing triple. Yes! Wade Keepis, 3 points. His first 3 of the night, 13-7. And a foul called. And it goes the way of Mount Carmel. That's going to be against Garrett Pugh. We looked in the front court. Webb was on the floor after the whistle was blown.
And he just got frustrated that Jack Webb was staying on him full court. And he pushed Jack Webb to try to get him off of him. And, he may have sold it a little bit. Might have looked like a dookie there. But, anyway, smart heads-up play by Jack Webb there to get a foul on number 21 for the Lions.
Very aggressive and physical game to start tonight. This is going to be a fun one all 4 quarters. Belt in the backcourt. He's swarmed by Scott. Taking it up, now past the 10-second line. Belt on the left side, giving it to Metter. 5 seconds to play. Metter needs to shoot it. Metter hounded, gives it to Blake. Basically half-court heave at the buzzer, missed it left. But at the end of one, 13-7. The Aces in front, and what a start. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
Get Black Friday deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off. And lease a new 2024 Ford Escape as low as $347 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. It's Black Friday sales all month at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet, now $12,000 off. And 2024 stylish Dodge Durango, now up to $12,000 off MSRP. Come in and...
Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard reads 13-7 at the beginning of the second 8 minutes. Max, what did you see in that first?
A whole different team. A just completely whole different team, Riley. It's the simple fact that they played so much better team basketball than they did. They knew Shane Metter had the hot hand. Even though they might have had an open shot, they were passing it up because they knew he was hot and he might have had a better look.
Keepis draws the foul on Trey Scott there. That's going to be his first.
And Riley, I played a lot of games that this crew's officiated. They like to call stuff tight. They don't want a lot of fouls because they simply don't like stuff to get out of hand. So they're going to keep this game tight. You're not going to be able to play as physical as Marshall's going to want, and I think that might cost them later in the game.
And though it might be tight, it's a fair game of basketball that they are calling as the Aces turn it over to Marshall there. McGuire will bring it up. 7:30 to play here in the second quarter. McGuire to Scott, left wing. Scott guarded by Keepis, down low to Pugh. Pugh out to Delp, right corner, now at the right elbow. Skipping it to Scott, left wing. Takes the three in Keepis' face, missed it. Rebound Militoni.
He didn't push him. We got a lot of people arguing that. He didn't push anybody. Good, no call by the officials.
Jack Webb driving into the lane, a foul called. This Marshall
They're very animated, Riley. They're not very happy with what's going on, but, I still think a good game has been called so far, and they're going to continue to call it tight like this crew I know likes to do, and they're not going to let a physical Marshall team just beat up on the Aces.
Well, that's the thing. They're calling it tight, but they're calling it fair.
Yes, Mount Carmel early got some early fouls simply because they were playing really physical defense, and it made them clean it up.
Metter travels before he can get the pass off the inbound. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of parents stand up here tonight.
This is a heated game, and neither of these schools like each other, so they're going to continue this.
Peyton McGuire. Never mind, it's going to be against Shane Metter. Both coaches are getting a warning. I feel like head coach Logan Idle has been way more animated than head coach Justin Carpenter, but when you warn one side, you got to warn the other.
You know, when he spiked the towel there, that was a little bit too much, but Shane Metter and Coach Carpenter both got to be pretty careful to not pick up another foul, or even a technical.
Here's McGuire getting down low. Nice bounce pass down low to Kime. Kime back out to Scott. Scott driving against Militoni. Down into the lane, goes up. A blocking foul called underneath. It's going to be Marshall basketball. Militoni picks up his second.
And I don't think we'll see much of Andrew Militoni again in the second quarter. Picked up his second foul, and maybe we'll see Carpenter sub him out pretty quick.
Stays in for now. We'll see if there's anything. There's a foul underneath against Marshall, a fairly easy one to make on the inbound.
Yeah, you can't hook your guy to keep him behind you. It's, one of the simplest things to call on an inbound play, Riley, and I don't know why people are aggravated about it. When you hook somebody, you're going to get a foul called.
Second foul against Bumpside. Acree on the right wing, handling the basketball. He'll go now to the left edge. Getting a ball screen from Andrews. Calling him off, down low to Andrews. Andrews on the left block against Bumpside, getting it to Metter, top of the key, skipping it to Blake. Blake back to Metter. Blake now top of the key to Metter. Left wing, triple, yes! Shane Metter coming alive against Marshall, his third three. He has 13 of the 16 for Mount Carmel.
And this is the Shane Metter that we saw against Wayne City in that second half, so I'm glad to see him back and, playing his true form.
Delp, a nice shot fake, gets down into the lane. He has to hustle for it, getting hounded, foul called. It'll be against Mount Carmel, just a question of who. It's going to be against Acree, thankfully for Mount Carmel. That is Acree's first. Metter was in there in that scrum, so for a second there I thought they were going to pop up and say it was against 24.
He was smart about it. He was careful and didn't come from behind. The guy basically set the ball on the floor, so Metter did a good job of reaching at it and not getting himself in a spot for where a foul could be called.
McGuire handling the basketball. Delp, top of the key. Heading off to Scott. Scott getting all the way down into the lane, getting fouled as he goes up. He'll have two at the line. We'll see which ace it's against. It's against Rhett Andrews, his second. So now two starters for Mount Carmel with two fouls, as Scott will go to the line looking for his first points of the ballgame.
And with Rhett Andrews out, I think we're going to see a lot more Owen Blake if he continues to get himself in foul trouble. But also, even in as physical of a game as this been called, as tight of a game as this been called, neither team has shot a free throw yet. That is the first free throw of tonight's ballgame.
Scott makes the first free throw of tonight's ballgame. 16-8, Mount Carmel in front, 5:47 to play in the half. Second attempt, Scott sinks that one as well. Here's Metter. Metter coming down the right side at the Hilltop logo. Now to Webb, top of the key, over to Acree, left side. Acree, Militoni, top of the key, triple. Missed it long. Rebound, it's going to go to Andrews, but an over-the-back call against him, his third. So that's going to spell trouble for Rhett, as Owen Blake will immediately come into sub for him.
Yeah, if you're getting boxed out like that, you can't go up crazy and trying to get the ball like that. Just a young mistake for Rhett Andrews is he doesn't have near as much experience on the varsity level as many of these guys do.
Delp, right wing triple, knocks it down. Bentley Delp, his second three of the night. 16-12 the score. Timeout for head coach Logan Idle. Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout. Aces still lead by 4. It's 5:21 to play in the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Christmas comes to Mount Carmel, Illinois, Friday, December 6th from 4 to 9 p.m. featuring carriage, train, and Rudolph rides, or take the City Lights trolley tour, photo ops, story time with Mrs. Claus, music of the season featuring jazz and dance, make your own take-home ornaments, or enjoy the s'mores making station. Even visit Santa himself. And yes, it's all free. So much shopping, food, and family fun at Christmas Uptown. And on Saturday at 5:15 p.m., it's the Lighted Christmas Parade. Download the app at ChristmasUptown.com.
Mount Carmel in front by 4, 16-12 here in quarter number 2, 5:21 to play. Riley Angel alongside Max Gerlach. Max, obviously, we talked about how good this Aces squad has been playing, but the Lions have played pretty well these last couple minutes.
Yeah, they've done a good job simply just knowing that they're going to call it pretty close, attacking the rim hard, and when they're driving, Mount Carmel's trying to play with active hands, and when they're tipping at it, a foul is usually going to get called.
Metter will bring it up. Never mind, gives it to Acree, who will bring it up in the backcourt at the Cards, now crossing the 10-second line. Middle of the court, directing traffic. Looking towards the left side to Blake, gives it to him. Blake left wing, ball in his right hand, now gives it to Acree. Acree, charity stripe, at the key, back to Blake. Blake, baseline drive on the left side, foul called. It's going to be a block. It's going to be against Liam Keene.
You can't walk forward as you're sliding out, so good call again, and good job by Owen Blake of ripping sideline there and trying to get himself a look at some sort of layup. I think even without a foul, he's going to get two there.
Kime picks up his first. Metter to Militoni on the inbound. Militoni, right wing to Metter, right corner triple. No, missed it short. Two hands in his face. McGuire will bring it up against Metter. McGuire, ball in his left hand, giving it to Delp. Now to Kime. Back to Delp. Right wing, guarded closely by Acree. Giving it to Scott now. Scott, ball in his left hand, spinning towards his right. Now in the mid-range, gives it to Kime, who missed the floater. Rebound, bum side, got it off glass. Bum side, his first two.
That's a tough one. I don't know if that was a rebound or a pass, Riley, but, still got to be in position there. Somebody's got to come down and help Jack in the paint.
Acree, left wing, giving it to Metter, top of the key. 16-14 Aces in front. 4:12 to play in the half. Down low to Webb. Webb right block, trying to go up against two. Does so, the foul, and the basket, and one for Jack Webb.
And he's using that build to his advantage, pounding his way into the paint, and there was able to get a foul call, and hopefully he can finish this for three the old-fashioned way, Riley.
Bum side, picking up his third foul of the contest. That's big.
Yeah, him and Red Andrews both with three fouls, so that's just not going to be good for either squad.
Webb has had issues at the free throw line in the past this year. Misses that one. Acree, the rebound, though. Gives it out to Metter. Now to Webb. Mid-range jumper to take it back. Banks it in.
The bank is open on this late Friday night. That's a good play there by Jack Webb.
Webb and Metter doubling McGuire. Down low to Kime. Aces pushing a great pace defensively. Ball on the floor. McGuire getting fouled by Jack Webb as he dove after the ball.
I don't know if Jack dove or he just slipped. That looked like a mix of both. But great defense. There's nothing to take away from that play outside of the great rotation after the trap by Jack Webb and Shane Metter to get back and not allow an easy basket on that trap. I seriously loved that look right there.
McGuire will get two at the line as they are in the bonus now. McGuire making the first. Believe it or not, that's his first point of the contest.
And that comes into the keys of the game that I had, Riley, is you got to shut down or slow down one of those top two guys. And right there, the Aces have slowed him down to probably about 6 less than he's used to scoring in the first half.
Webb, who just picked up his second, will sit down. Missing the second one. Owen got the rebound taken away from him, and because of that, Delp makes his third three of the contest.
Owen almost had to throw it away there just to avoid getting a travel, and that's just a tough one to call.
20-18, Aces in front by two. Militoni down to the right block, floats it up, no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Scott. And a foul called as on the floor is Garrett Pugh. Never mind, that's going to be against Garrett Pugh, so Militoni will go to the line.
And they just get the arms tangled up there, and that's going to go either way. It just depends on where you're at,
Head coach Logan Idle's got to be careful. He's already been warned once. I know he's not saying anything to the official, but mean-mugging him probably isn't the best way to go about it.
In there, he's just listening to what he's saying, too. But these fans back there need to be careful, too, that they're not going to get anything or get themselves thrown out of the game.
And that's one thing, emotional contest, but at the end of the day, they're just high school kids. Militoni missing the first free throw attempt.
Also matters more when it's your kid, Riley.
True. Militoni making the second. Just barely, 21-18.
Every part of the basket there, Riley, get that one to fall.
Here's Delp. Delp on the right wing, making his way down to the right block as he spun through, got fouled on the floor. He'll go to the line for 2, even because they are in the bonus. It's going to be against Owen Blake, his first. Delp, the leading scorer so far for this Marshall squad. He does not lead the game in scoring as Metter has 13. As Delp knocks in the first to get to double figures. It's been really good so far for this Marshall squad, especially with the absence in the scorebook of Peyton McGuire, who Mount Carmel has done a really good job on tonight. Delp making the second as well as it just rolls in the front part of the basket. Militoni will bring it up. 3:13 to play in the half. 21-20, Aces in front. Metter almost got it taken from him on the left wing. Getting a ball screen, going right. Now at the left block, the basket and the foul. Shane Metter coming alive. He has 15.
Tough take by a tough player in Shane Metter. He's having a great first half, Riley. And Mount Carmel, I'm seriously telling you, Riley, if this is the team that we're going to see the rest of the year, I expect a lot better than what we saw earlier this year on this 5-game losing streak.
23-20 the lead. Metter missing the free throw, a rare miss from the charity stripe. Here comes McGuire. McGuire driving past Metter, kicking it down to Kime. Kime missing the layup, a battle for it. Acree comes away with the rebound, but throws it away from Owen Blake, so the Marshall Lions will get a free possession. But again, we haven't seen that many mistakes so far tonight.
No, Owen Blake just wasn't ready for the ball there, obviously, and I think we're going to see later more transitioning into knowing that they're going to push the pace a little bit more. Just took his eye off the ball for a second and wasn't able to get the ball.
Scott, top of the key. Here's Kime. Now to Delp. Delp, long-range triple, top of the key, knocks it down. Tying the ball game up.
Somebody's got to help off if he's got an open look from 3.
Here's Militoni. Militoni driving in, center of the lane, goes up off glass for 2. Andrew Militoni now has 3, 25-23 Aces in front. Here comes McGuire getting all the way down. Bounce pass inside, and good on the layup is Bryce Pregame for his first 2 of the night. Tie ball game at 25 apiece. 2:09 to play in the half. Here's Blake, left wing. Blake crossing over to his right, spinning towards his left. Militoni, top of the key, triple, bottoms! Andrew Militoni, he has 6.
Mount Carmel's got 5 threes in this first half. That is huge for them. They haven't hit 5 threes in a game since, I think, Red Hill and Wayne City.
Trey Scott returning the favor, pulling up in Militoni's face. Tied at 28. 1:38 to play in the half.
The guns are blazing right now, Riley. It has turned into a shootout.
Acree, top of the key, getting hounded off the ball screen. A foul call. That'll go against Craigan. He 100% on the blocking foul there.
You know, almost stuck his leg out just a little bit and got the call on him right there. So we'll see if we can knock down these 2 free throws. Elliot Acree probably shooting the biggest 2 free throws of the year so far.
Picking up his first was Craigan. The first free throw for Acree sinks it home. Webb and Asher Costin into the game. Asher Costin coming in for the first time. Owen Blake subs out 29-28. The Aces in front, 1:29 to play here in the second quarter. Coming up, the Keeps Funeral Home halftime show. You need to find them. They're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. Missing the second attempt was Acree. McGuire the rebound. Taking it away is Militoni. It's on the floor. Foul called. We'll see who it goes against. Never mind, it's a jump ball. It will go the way of the Lions.
You know, good hustle there by Militoni to have the sense to go pick the ball free and staying with it.
McGuire will get it far in the backcourt. He's guarded by Metter. 29-28, a 1-point Aces lead. What a ball game thus far. Delp has it. Delp driving into the lane. Jump stop, got fouled. It'll go against Asher Costin. It will be on the floor, but Delp will get his looks at the free throw line because they're in the bonus. I mean,
I don't know who wouldn't be in the bonus so far tonight, Riley.
Yeah. A foul-ridden first half, that's for sure, as Delp knocks in the first. Delp now sharing the game high in scoring with 15. He's knocked in 4 triples. What a game he's had. missing the second one. Rebound on the floor, goes out. It'll go the way of Mount Carmel. Militoni bring it up, guarded by Scott. Webb, top of the key, over to Costin. Costin, right corner, trying to get it down low, turned it over to Delp and immediately fouled him. That's a frustration foul if I've ever seen one. Costin picking up his second.
Costin just can't do that after you turn the ball over. Can't just go and slap at the ball, especially in a close game like this.
29 apiece. Delp at the free throw line looking to knock in 2 more and give the Lions their first lead since it was 5-4. He has 16 now. 30-29. Costin sits down, Belt into the ball game. Delp on the second attempt makes that one as well. 31-29, 50 seconds to play. Metter brings it up. Metter top of the key, directing traffic. He's guarded by McGuire. Bounce pass to Webb. Nice back cut by Militoni, off 2 feet for 2.
And the back cut, when executed perfectly, is so fun to watch. And right there, Militoni does a great job in that high-low look out of the horn set.
31 apiece. Defense chant ringing out at the Hilltop. McGuire has it right edge. They're going to hold for the last shot. 20 seconds now. 31-31, second quarter.
And they're going to clear out the floor for McGuire to go get one right here, I think.
7 seconds. McGuire versus Metter. 5 seconds now. 31 apiece. McGuire to Delp. Delp top of the key. 2 seconds. Has to chuck up a triple. Missed it short. What a first half. And that, if that is any consolation of what we'll see in the latter 16 minutes, we have a finish for you coming up. 31 apiece. Keeps your home halftime show coming up next. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
we wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Back here at the Hilltop, 31-31. The score, what a first half we had for you. This is the Keeps From Home halftime show. If you need to find them, they're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. It's been a tale of two players for either side. Shane Metter had the first 10 for the Aces. He finishes the first half with 15. And Bentley Delp absolutely caught fire from beyond the arc, sinking 4 threes. He has 17 total.
But, for Mount Carmel, I don't want to leave him out. Militoni, he went out there and he had 8 of, I think, the last 12 points that the Aces had in that half. So he came in when Metter was starting to slow down just a little bit. They're trying to take him away. He came in there and filled in, did a great job. Jack Webb, even though in foul trouble, having a little bit of limited minutes this half, he does a great job there of simply just continuing and going. And when he was in, he got 2 tough buckets at the rim and, one tough bucket and then a really good mid-range. So I would look to see the Aces continue to do what they're doing, playing really solid defense. And then when they have that opportunity on the offensive side, taking advantage of it, making every possession count, because I don't think a shootout is going to last much longer in this game, Riley.
And one thing for me, the two bigs for Marshall, Garrett Pugh, JT Bumside, each with 3 fouls apiece. For Mount Carmel, Rhett Andrews has 3 fouls, and Jack Webb has 2. But again, 3 fouls apiece for both of your bigs, that can spell issues.
Yeah, Mount Carmel's doing a great job of taking it to the rim. And then those guys, they play physical. They play a tough version of basketball where they're in your face almost all game. They're playing you hard all game. And Mount Carmel knows that, so they're going to continue to take the ball right at them. They're going to continue to just do what they need to do to iron one out and get a win here in a close match against Marshall. Mount Carmel's really only had one close game so far heading into the fourth, outside that Red Hill game, which I don't even want to count head forward in the year, Riley. That Wayne City game where they were down 9 in the fourth quarter. They were able to come back and make something of it. So I think this Mount Carmel team is going to show us something tonight.
And for Rhett Andrews, obviously the 3 fouls. Do you expect him to come out and start this second half, or do you expect him to kind of sit there in the beginning of that third quarter?
I expect him to take a little bit of time, come in with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and then most likely not get taken out, Riley. He's just such a pivotal part of this team, even when he's not scoring. I know we haven't 0 in the scorebook, but he does such a good job even closing out on those 3-point looks of getting a hand up, contesting shots, and even when he's not contesting shots, he's down in the lane fighting for rebounds. He's going to take up 1 or 2 people when they're trying to box out, and that's created a good amount of offensive rebounds for the Aces. And, even when he was out, the Aces have done a great job, though, and this is the biggest thing in this game so far. They have done a great job, and I don't even think great does them enough duty in limiting second chance opportunity for the Indians. So Mount Carmel simply needs to continue doing what they're doing, but just slow the game down a little bit. I know Carpenter talks so much about pushing, but still just slow it down a little bit. It can't be a shootout all night long. So I expect them to slow it down a little bit and go out and make every possession last and make every possession count.
And for Rhett Andrews, with him being at that 3 foul mark, and when he comes back into the game, do you maybe expect him to move on to someone like Brentley Delp to give a little bit of length on the perimeter to help with that, and then maybe switch Acree onto a Garrett Pugh or a JT Bumside?
Yeah, and this is nothing against Rhett Andrews. I think Elliot Acree, simply because of his stature alone, he's a stockier player. He does a better job against these guys in the post than Rhett was doing. And when you flip that complete 180, Rhett's done a great job on the perimeter of getting up and contesting shots, and he runs hard. He plays hard. He's not going to quit running and chasing. So Carpenter always says that whatever you tell him to do, he's going to go do it. So I think here he's going to just say, you got this guy, go, don't let him get a shot. And he's going to do that because he's just a guy that's going to execute. He's a glue guy. You need a glue guy on every great team, and that's what Rhett Andrews is for these Aces.
Second half upcoming. You're listening to the Keeps Funeral Home halftime show. If you need to find them, they're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. The Tim Phillips of Jade Investment scoreboard, 31 apiece. Mount Carmel and Marshall all knotted up through 16 minutes. The second 16 just around the corner. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
The Wabash Valley Arts Council proudly presents the Wabash Valley College Strings Ensemble just in time for the holidays. Produced by WVC Music Camp Director Doug Hoff, the show will feature classical-inspired versions of pop and Christmas songs played on a variety of string instruments, featuring a host of local musicians. Join us for the show Saturday, December 7th at 1:30 p.m. in the WVC Brubeck Theater in Mount Carmel. Tickets are $15 and available by scanning the QR code or by phone.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
I'm Mason Gross. I am a marketing business management major at Wabash Valley College. You'll learn a lot about the business industry as a whole, and that really helps you to explore your options as far as to what's out there. So I'm doing my internship at Summer Real Estate in Salem, Illinois. Right now I'm working on getting my license. I am hanging around the office, going to showings, and doing everything I can as a non-licensee to get myself ready for when I graduate and take that step as an agent.
My name is Parker Linson. I'm a second-level nursing student at Wabash Valley College. We were able to get hands-on experience with a mannequin that has real breath sounds, real, lung sounds, and can cough and, do different things. That makes it really unique to have that kind of experience right here on campus. And then we've done clinicals. Being able to go into those ICUs and emergency departments and be able to see those critical patients, it is a very good experience. Being able to be in that position and look back to where I come from, it's just awesome to be able to have that experience.
You just listened to the Keeps Funeral Home halftime show. If you need to find them, they're located on 1500 North Cherry Street. A tight one down the stretches. Probably what we're going to have here. Don't want to speak too early, but through 16 minutes, 31-31.
Yeah, it's continued to be a great game, Riley. Whenever each team goes on what looks to be around a 6-point run, the other team goes on one of their own. So we'll see if the Aces can get something going here early in this half. I expect them to take it at the Marshall big men and continue to attack the rim hard and just be a physical basketball team.
Mount Carmel and Marshall opening up LSC play for either squad tonight. Aces will have possession. They will be going from right to left. Marshall from left to right.
And Riley, this is one thing that I think the Capital Classic has prepared them so well for. They've played such tough teams that this game, these guys don't feel near as tough as some of those top tier 2A and 3A teams that they played.
Metter to Militoni, right wing. Militoni to Webb, top of the key, giving it to Acree. Acree denying the screen, down low on the roll to Webb. Webb left block, no foul called. Rebound Andrews goes up, no good as well. Foul quickly called against Jack Webb in frustration. And Jack Webb picks up his third personal, just 15 seconds here in the third quarter.
Don't pick up a foul 90 feet away from the basket. Simple as that. I know you missed the layup, but don't get aggravated and go pick up a, I don't want to say stupid, but just a dumb foul.
McGuire will bring it up for the first Lions possession of the half. Bring it up on the left side, getting it to Pugh. Now to Delp, top of the key. To Scott, back to McGuire. Down low to Pugh against Webb. Spinning on the right block, going up against him, no good. Rebound, bum side, goes up left block, missed that as well. Foul called, that's going to be against Andrew Militoni. Militoni picking up his third as well. So now 3 starters from Mount Carmel with 3 fouls. Militoni, Andrews, and Jack Webb. Here comes Delp. Delp travels before he could get the pass off to McGuire.
And Riley, I'll tell you what, it's going to stay being pretty physical, even though the foul change. Rhett Andrews may have had a 2-hand shove in the back, but we won't say anything here. And Militoni just can't have a frustration foul there.
Here's Acree getting a ball screen going to his right. Handing it to Metter. Metter left wing, now left short corner, getting all the way down to the paint, trying to get it to Andrews, but Militoni picks it up. Here comes Metter. Metter back to Militoni, left wing, triple, Missed it. Long. On the floor, there's a scrum for it. Diving on the floor, multiple players on it, is going to be a jump ball going the way of Marshall.
Go hustle by Mount Carmel and not just taking the first open shot. They worked the ball around for a good while and took an open three. So hopefully they continue to do that on the offensive end tonight.
1-2-2 it looks like for the Aces now. 31-31, 6:43 to play in the third quarter. Trey Scott, left wing, whistle blown.
Yeah, that was obvious, Riley. I saw it from up here. I'm not going to say I have great vision, but that's an easy call to make. He just two-hand shoved him right in the back because, they're getting frustrated. I don't know what they're so frustrated about, Riley, but there's some pent-up anger here, and they're taking it out on the Aces when they get a chance.
And for Bumside, that's his fourth. He will sit the rest of this third quarter, most likely. Matter bringing it up. Giving it to Militoni, right side. Now to Andrews, top of the key, to Acree. Acree, top of the key, now to the elbow, skipping it out to Webb. Webb in the lane, kicking out to Metter. Metter, left wing triple. He's going to miss it short. Rebound, Scott. 6:14 to play. Here's McGuire. McGuire, left wing triple, missed it.
Yep.
And that's going to be an over-the-back foul against Andrew Militoni. Delp came down with it, and Andrew Militoni picking up his fourth. Two quick ones here in this third quarter. Dean Belt will come in to replace him.
It's tough to rebound out of the zone, and if you get yourself out of position, you can't just go jump over the back, and that was a pretty easy call to make, again, for the officials.
Keem, top of the key. Makes its way to Delp on the left side, driving baseline. He's going to go up against Jack Webb. Can't make the tough layup. A foul call. We'll see who it's against. It's going to be against Marshall and Kime. So Kime picking up his second foul of the contest.
Riley, a lot of over-the-backs called today. You think people would learn by the first half to just not slap at the ball if you're getting boxed out.
Acree going down low. Right block, no good. Jack Webb with a tip-in, couldn't make it. Ball still on the floor. Whistle blown. It's going to be a jump ball. That'll go the way of Mount Carmel. Second jump ball of the quarter.
And each team is fighting right now, Riley. It is, just a physical ball game where everybody's going to give 110% because they don't want to lose.
31-31, 5:47 to play. Acree on the inbound. Getting it to Metter. Metter, right short corner jumper. Missed it. Rebound, Pugh. Pugh bringing it up. Giving it to Kime. Kime wanting to hand it off to McGuire, but Metter doing a good job. McGuire eventually gets it, kicks it out to Delp. Delp, right wing triple bottoms.
He ain't going to miss if he's open, Riley. We cannot help off of him that hard.
He's now at 20. 34-31, Lions in front. Here's Webb. Webb at the cards. Giving it to Metter. Out of Acree. Acree, right ball screen, denying it from Andrews. He's on the left wing. Ball in his right hand. Giving it to Webb. Shading towards the right, more towards the top of the key. And now it's Metter on the right Hilltop logo. Metter driving down, left elbow, getting down to the left block. Tough try at the basket. Couldn't get it to fall, and no foul. Here comes McGuire up the court. McGuire to Delp. Delp to Scott. Right wing triple, no good. Rebound, Pugh. Pugh against Webb. And Webb draws the charge. And if that doesn't hype up a bench, I don't know what will.
Yeah, drew the charge. Did a great job there of when he lowered the shoulder, not flopping early. And when he lowered the shoulder, just taking it and going to the ground.
Pugh now picks up his fourth. So Pugh will exit the ball game. Checking in is Grigan. 34-31, Lions in front, 4:43 to play in the third quarter. Here's Acree. Acree crossing the 10-second line now at the cards. Getting a ball screen from Webb. Down low to Webb. Webb, nice power dribble, goes up, but he traveled before he put it on the deck.
He didn't have the ball, Riley. I'm gonna say that I hate to argue from up here, but he did not have the ball. You can't call that from behind him.
Maybe this will give the Aces a little bit of extra intensity in what is already an intense ball game. Grigan misses the bunny on the rebound. Can't get the second one. And Andrews with the board. Gets it up now to Acree. Acree right side. Acree trying to go all the way down to the paint. He kicks it out to Metter. Metter top of the key. Acree right wing. Acree driving down low. Right block goes up, draws the foul. He'll have 2 at the line.
Good take. He uses his size to keep the defender from picking at the ball. And right there gets an open look. And we're going to see if he can knock down 2 here, Riley.
Picking up his second foul is... Picking up his third foul is Tucker Osborne. Acree missing the first. Andrews comes out of the ball game briefly. Keepis coming in.
And Mount Carmel going a little bit smaller here as Marshall's bigs both have 4 fouls. So I think they're going to go a little bit smaller and try to just run with them.
Offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Metter trying to float it up. Couldn't get it. Here comes Delp. Delp will be guarded by Keepis. Delp crossing over, almost losing it. Now to Kime, now to McGuire. Left wing triple, no good. And that's going to be a rebound for Craigen. Here comes Scott. Scott in the right short corner. Scott handing it off to McGuire. Right corner driving baseline, going up against Webb. Webb, nice contest. Rebound Craigen, foul called on the floor.
We got to have weak side rebounds. That's something I talked about so much coming into this game, was you've got to have a backside rebound so there's not a foul or a second chance opportunity.
Deedon Beltcheck will put in his first foul. Owen Blake checks in for Elliot Acree. McGuire will inbound it. Looking for Delp on the curl, couldn't find him. It's going to be given to Kime. Kime top of the key, now to Delp. Delp against Keepis, top of the key, crossing over to his right. Now at the right elbow, now middle of the lane. Trying to get all the way up and in. Whistle blown. It's going to be a foul against Wade Keepis. Not on the shot. Keepis picking up his first. But in the bonus, no, I guess they did say it was on the shot. Never mind. They were, we'll see. There's a bit of confusion on if the Lions are in the bonus or not. They are, so Delp will have 2 at the line. 34-31, Lions in front, 3:25 to play in the third quarter. It's been a physical one as Delp misses the first. Only 3 points have been scored here in this third period. The 3 have come for the Lions.
Yeah, and this guy is the one guy we're really needing to take away heading forward in the second half, as he's got 21 now of their 35 points.
Here's Metter to Blake. Blake driving in, middle of the lane, trying to bounce pass it inside to Webb. There's a fight for the ball. Jump ball will be called. It'll be the Lions. I think Blake probably should have just taken that one himself.
He should have. He was just trying to make the extra pass, and I think if he goes up with that ball himself, he's going to score there. But the Aces need to get back on this defensive stretch that they were on of stopping them and get themselves a basket in this third quarter.
They've allowed 4 points in this quarter, but they haven't scored. 35-31, Lions in front. Delp, turnaround, tough jumper, and you can't really guard that. He now has 23. His first mid-range of the night. 6-point lead for the Lions.
He's killing us, Riley.
Belt, left side. Down low to Webb. And a foul from behind. That'll be against Scott.
He's teed him up. He's teed him up, Riley. Number 1 for Marshall just got teed up.
So a technical foul on number 1 and a hold. So that'll send Metter to the line.
That'll send Metter to the line for his 2 technical free throws. But then Jack Webb should get 2 because that was their 5th foul, putting them into the bonus.
And I think the technical there, people asking what's going on, I think
he screamed no right in the rest of the year. You can't do that.
So he picks up 2 fouls on 1 play. He now has 3. Metter at the line. Knocking in that one just barely. Hopefully that gets this offense going for the Aces. Metter picks up his 16th point on the second attempt for Metter. Missing it long. And the way this game was being played, it almost felt like a technical was going to come either way.
Yeah, and they're going to have Shane shoot 2 more.
It is the bonus. So the bonus and the technical free throws. Metter misses that one as well. Again, usually a very good free throw shooter is Metter, but maybe this.
He's struggling from the line tonight.
And maybe the insane defensive effort that he's put in, maybe taking his legs away a little bit. Obviously, this is a great conditioned team as Metter knocks in the second. He now has 17 as they'll get possession back as well. But again, you play as good of defense, especially in this quarter. I mean, you're down by 4, but you've played insanely good defense in this quarter, only allowing 6 so far. That has to drain you a little bit.
All 6 has been to one guy, so it's going to be draining for these Aces. They're going to have to figure something out on the offensive end.
Metter gets it in the backcourt. 2:43 to play in the third quarter. 37-33 Lions in front. Militoni left wing. Down low to Webb, left block. Takes one power dribble. Trying to go through the chest up. No good. Off the back iron. Off the tip. No good as well. Foul called. It'll go the way of Marshall. It's going to be against Jack Webb.
And that's going to be 2 free throws for, I don't even know who the shooter is going to be. Number 33 for Lawrenceville. He's 0 for 1 from the line tonight.
That's Webb's 4th.
Oh, you can't elect a free throw shooter. You cannot elect a free throw shooter on that. They were trying to and get number 3 in there, but here, number 12 is actually going to be the one at the line, Riley.
That's Bryce Greigen. He has 2 points tonight, has yet to shoot a free throw. 2:33 to play. Missing the first.
And free throws are the story of this game. Neither team shooting them great, but number 3 senior Bentley Delp has shot free throws well enough for the Lions to keep them with a 5-point lead.
Greigen misses that one as well. 0 for 2. Here comes Metter, right side. Metter to Militoni, right wing, back to Metter. Out of Blake, top of the key, over to Acree. Acree looking down low to Blake, didn't find him. 38-33 the score. Militoni directing traffic, top of the key, getting it to Acree on the right elbow. Acree taking it himself, right block goes up, the bucket, and the foul!
And 1, Riley, and 1. Let's get 3 the old-fashioned way, cut this lead to 2, and continue to do what we do in tough defense on our end, not let them score here, and get some momentum late in this quarter, which is where I think we need it.
Delp picks up his second. Acree at the line, knocking that one home. As you said, 3 the old-fashioned way. A 2-point deficit for the Aces, 38-36. 2:08 to play in the third quarter. McGuire handing it off to Delp, left wing. Delp switched on by Metter, who tips it away. Keepus now has it, going up the floor. Red jerseys behind him. It is on the floor, and Marshall has it. Here's Delp. Delp, right wing, right block, goes up against Keepus, makes the lay.
That's a tough matchup for Keepus, freshman versus senior, and that is just a pure scorer right there, Riley.
Country Financial Agent Team Morgan timeout for head coach Justin Carpenter. 4-point deficit for the Aces, 40-36. We'll be back in 30.
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
We wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at the Hilltop, 40-36. Aces trail. Keepus will inbound it on the sideline. Militoni now with it. Militoni. Right side, finding Keepus on the right wing at the Hilltop logo. Keepus giving it to Acree. Acree to Blake. Blake. Nice bounce pass inside. Metter got fouled on his way up. It's a blocking foul. Should really be no contest there.
Yeah, he walked out at him. He wasn't set, and he kept going out as Metter went up. That's just not a foul you can argue there, Riley.
Well, they'll try to. Keim picks up his third. (39-36) is what the scoreboard reads right now as Metter knocks in the first free throw. He has 18. 39-37 now. Checking in, Trey Scott. He checks in for Keim, but Scott also has to be careful. One of their big pieces, he has 3 fouls. 39-38 the score. Metter on the second attempt from the nail, knocks that one home. He has 19.
Right now, the Aces need to carry this momentum. They're in that 1-2-2 again. I love when they switch to this zone.
McGuire has it, right wing. Trying to skip it, but gets it to Osborne up top. Osborne back to McGuire. McGuire might have tried to split the double team, decided against it. He's now at the top of the key. Delp, open triple, made it. This kid is on fire. He has 28.
Riley, I'm starting to think a box and one because you got to stop him from getting open at some point.
52 seconds to play in the third quarter, 42-38. Aces trail by 4. Militoni to Blake, left wing. Against Grigan, trying to drive against him baseline. Picks up his dribble, hands it off to Metter. Metter in the left corner. He drives baseline, gets past him, goes up for 2 the tough way. No good. His own rebound and got fouled trying to pass it back out.
Yeah, obvious again. I don't know where the charge is. I've got people signaling it. This is embarrassing for Marshall fans, honestly, Riley, and I'm not going to sell it to you short at all. We have got to clean something up. People do not need to be going, doing all this over the officiating night, which I don't think has done a very bad job.
Metter knocks in his 20th, and we try to be. And I feel like we are as unbiased as possible. And
you got to be unbiased. Both sides have argued about stuff too, but I've seen a lot more people stand up screaming and signaling and telling the refs they suck from my right than I have my left today. So, just some not great sportsmanship in my opinion, Riley.
42-40, Lions in front as Metter knocks in both. He has now eclipsed the 20 mark. He has 21. McGuire, right edge. Hilltop logo. 20 seconds. They're going to hold for the last shot as they did at the end of the first half. 14 seconds. McGuire directing traffic. And at 10 seconds they'll go. Here it is.
They're going to try to get some sort of open three for who their best shooter and probably player is.
Delp knocks it home. 5-point lead going into the fourth for the Lions. Bentley, Delp, have yourself a day. 31 for him as he knocks in another triple. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Back here at the Hilltop, Bentley, Delp, 31 points. Have yourself a day. He has 31 of the 45 for Marshall, and that's just kind of crazy to say.
Simply, he cannot miss from three. He has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has made 7 threes tonight, Riley.
Oh my gosh.
So if anybody makes 7 threes, you're going to be in for a long night. But Mount Carmel was up 6 in the first quarter. It was a tie game at half. Marshall's up 5 heading into the fourth quarter, and it was, we're going to see what happens. Right now, Mount Carmel can do the same thing and go tie it up, send this game to overtime, or get a lead. And they've been a great fourth quarter team in these close games so far this year.
45-40, 8 minutes to play. Aces have the basketball. They get it into Metter. Metter in the backcourt. Getting into Militoni, right side. Militoni to Andrews, top of the key, giving it to Acree. Acree getting a ball screen to his right, giving it to Metter, right wing. Now top of the key, stepping back, takes the triple. Missed it long. Rebound Militoni. What a rebound for him, and puts it up for 2.
For a guard, he is such a good rebounder, Riley. He crashes well and goes straight up, and he jumps well enough that he's getting some good rebounds that are pivotal for these Aces.
Peyton McGuire missing that 3 straight away. Metter switching on to Delp. Rebound Militoni. Militoni to Metter, top of the key. 45-42. Owen Blake to tie the ball game. Missed it. Rebound Militoni goes up for 2. No good. The second board attempt, no good as well. Delp down the floor, and Metter trying to take the charge, couldn't. Turnaround jumper for Delp, tipped away by Andrews. Rebound Owen Blake. Owen Blake, top of the key, giving it to Acree. Acree taking the screen, going down, right block, nice pass into Andrews. Andrews turnaround hook, no good. On the floor is the ball, still battling for it. McGuire comes up. Long pass to Trey Scott. Scott goes up for two, good, the basket and the foul. And Metter will pick up his second foul. Pretty good for him, only having 2 fouls here in this very physical contest, but Trey Scott getting points 6 and 7, having a chance for an 8th.
Well, Carmel's got to slow it back down again. They're getting out of themselves. They're trying to push it just a tad bit too much, in my opinion, and it's getting themselves out of position.
Scott at the line, making the free throw as it bounced in and out, then in again. 48-2. 6-point lead for the Lions. Under 7 minutes to play, 6:35 to be exact here in the fourth quarter. Militoni taking it to his left, getting to the cherry stripe. Now to Andrews, mid-range jumper, missed it long. McGuire will bring it up. McGuire to Osborne, to Delp. Delp driving, spinning, going up, no good. Rebound falls in the hands of Andrews, who gives it to Metter. Metter wants to take it himself. Now goes to Militoni. Militoni, left wing three, bottoms!
Bang, Riley, bang. He's got all 5 for the Aces right now. Got to feed the hot hand, him and Metter. And Metter can continue the defense here on Delp. This is going to be good for the Aces.
48-45. Here's Delp against Metter. Driving baseline on the right side. Getting under the basket, losing the ball briefly. Now Scott left corner, triple, no good. Rebound going out of bounds. It'll go the way of Mount Carmel.
Here we go. Mount Carmel has it in a one-possession ball game. We're going to see who they use here.
Wade Keepus will check in for Shane Metter, who will take a rest for a couple of minutes to get himself prepared for this insane final stretch that I feel we're about to have.
No, I give it to him. He needs the little bit of rest. He has worked his butt off all night, Riley, all night.
Country Financial T. Morgan timeout for head coach Justin Carpenter. A full timeout, 48-45. Aces trail by just a measly 3 points and 1 possession. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
Get Black Friday deals at Steve.
At the Hilltop, 48-45, 3-point lead for the Lions. Head coach Justin Carpenter drawing something up in the timeout that he wants. We'll see what exactly it is as the Aces have the possession. Metter will stay out of the ball game briefly. Keepus, Militoni, Acree, Blake, and Andrews, the 5 that are in here. 5:47 to play in regulation. Keepus will be guarded by Osborne.
Keepus does a great job of bringing the ball up the floor. Very strong with his dribble, and he's quick like we saw there.
Keepus, top of the key. That's going to be a moving screen against Owen Blake.
No. Wait, he called it against Owen Blake or Militoni? Which that fouled Militoni out of the game, actually.
Here's the thing. Was it against Owen Blake or Andrew Militoni? That's the question right now.
I'm not sure.
Militoni's still in the ball game, so you have to assume it's against Owen Blake. Here's Pugh. Pugh down, right block, going up, no good. Rebound on the floor. There's a scrum for it. Jump ball called. It'll be Lions basketball.
The scorebook was wrong, and that's only his 4th. I'm not sure what is going on, Riley.
Right now they have Andrew Militoni at 4 fouls, so I won't argue it. We need Militoni in the ball game. They're going to inbound it to Delp. Delp, left baseline, guarded closely by Keepus, up to Osborne. Here's Scott to McGuire, right side, looking down to Delp. McGuire gets it to Scott, top of the key, who gives it over to Pugh on the left side. Delp, top of the key, guarded by Keepus. Delp, quick with it. Foul call, and I believe that'll be against Wade Keepus. And it will be. Keepus picks up his second. So Militoni with 4, Jack Webb with 4. Brett Andrews only has 3. Wade Keepus with 2. Thankfully, Shane Metter only has 2 as well. On the inbound here is McGuire, who gives it up to Osborne. Osborne in the mid-range, kicking it out to Scott. Nice tip by Blake. Scott up, no good. Rebound Andrews. Andrews got it taken away, trying to pass it out.
Just hold the ball, let the floor clear out, and then get the ball to your teammate. We don't have to push everything, Riley.
Here's Pugh, right wing, looking down low to Delp. Tipped out of bounds by Keepus. Shane Metter will check back into the ball game. We'll see for who. It'll be for Wade. Oh, hearts pounding either side, I'm sure.
Yes, I think everybody's nervous, but the team that's going to prevail is the team who's going to be cool and collected in this moment right here, Riley.
Here's McGuire, right side. Guarded closely by Militoni. He's got to be careful. Here's Scott, top of the key. To Osborne, right wing, guarded by Blake. Osborne giving it to McGuire, guarded by Militoni. 4:25 to play. 48-45. Lions in front of your Golden Aces. McGuire, top of the key, triple, missed it. Rebound Owen Blake. He wants to push the pace. Coming up against Scott, giving it to Acree. Acree down low, spinning, getting stuck. Here's Militoni, right corner triple, missed it long. Maybe a little rush by the contest there from McGuire. Here's Dope. Dope getting down low into the lane, lost it. It'll go the way of Mount Carmel.
Off his knee, good call there. Good defense. Way to get your hand in there by Militoni and not pick up a foul.
Jack Webb in. Elliot Acree out. Militoni will bring it up. 3:53 to play. 48-45. Lions still in front. Webb, top of the key. Giving it to Owen Blake on the left wing. Blake, one dribble to his right, giving it to Andrews. Now Militoni, right wing. Down low to Webb. There's going to be a foul, I believe, against Trey Scott. It will be.
You can't just turn around and back up into somebody. It's fine when you post up, but when you're trying to play defense, it's never going to work, Riley.
Here comes JT Bumside, the biggest player on this Marshall squad. He has 4. Got to be careful. Coming out is Tucker Osborne. Metter on the inbound gives it to Militoni. Militoni pump fakes the 3. Now gives it off to Metter. Metter, right wing, getting all the way down. Step back, tough mid-range jumper. Got it to fall. Oh, my goodness, Shane Metter.
That is tough, Riley. And he shoots those free throws well. You got to think those mid-range jumpers are going to be good shots. Cuts the lead to 1, and he's going to show a clutch vein or a clutch gene in his body, hopefully, in the second half.
Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout. Deep breaths either side. 1-point game, 48-47, Lions in front. Oh boy, is this fun. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Wabash Valley Arts Council proudly presents the Wabash Valley College Strings Ensemble, just in time for the holidays. Produced by WVC Music Camp Director Doug Hoff, the show will feature classical-inspired versions of pop and Christmas songs played on a variety of string instruments, featuring a host of local musicians. Join us for the show Saturday, December 7th at 1:30 p.m. in the WVC Brubeck Theater in Mount Carmel. Tickets are $15 and available by scanning the QR code or by phone.
48-47 the score. 3:23 to play in the fourth quarter. Shane Metter has 23. Bentley Dope has 31. It has been a battle of the guards here tonight.
Yeah, Bentley Dope is just a flat-out shooter. 7 threes in this match tonight. So he's done that, and he shot his free throws well. He's only made 2 two-point baskets. So Mount Carmel has got to stop them from shooting. Or not them, him from shooting. Sorry, Riley.
Well, he is them right now. 48-47 Lions. Here's Scott, top of the key, handing it off to Delp, guarded by Metter. Delp to McGuire. Just going to hand it off to each other until they get an open look.
If you're Mount Carmel, don't reach here. Don't do anything stupid. Just stay firm in your defense and don't take yourself out of position.
Here's Scott, right elbow, spinning into the lane, goes up, no good, rebound up in the air, coming down with it is Andrews. Andrews getting it to Metter.
Slow it down. Slow it down, Riley.
Metter gesturing with his hand to slow the pace. Giving it to Militoni.
Set something up, get a shot. Your set offense has worked today. Keep running it.
Here's Webb. There's a foul against somebody.
It's against Metter. They're calling him on a push-off.
No, it's going to be against Andrew Militoni, and that's his 5th. So Andrew Militoni fouls out of the game with 13 points, a big 13 for him, and Elliot Acree will come in. Tough break there.
I thought that foul was on Metter Riley, but I guess it was on Militoni. I guess he said an illegal screen. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
I'm sure if Metter could have, he would have taken that foul for Militoni there, with him only having 2 at the moment. Here's Osborne, handing it off to Delp. Here's this dribble handoff action. Pugh to Osborne, didn't take the 3. Here's Delp now. Delp in the left short corner, getting all the way down into the block and kicking it out to McGuire. They're going to take their sweet old time. McGuire, left side. McGuire down at the left baseline, trying to float one up. Missed it. Rebound, Rhett Andrews, who gets it to Metter. Metter down the left side. Metter to Owen Blake. Owen Blake, right side, goes up. No, good blocking foul. And Owen Blake will have 2 at the line.
Wasn't set, Riley. He's still sliding out. Wasn't set quick enough and got the charge and picked up his 5th foul. If you've got 4, don't risk getting a blocking penalty or a blocking foul by trying to take a charge. I know it's the ballsy play. I know it's the gutsy play. But it's a heads-up opportunity. He wasn't set, and he flopped. He didn't wait till contact to fall down.
And Owen Blake, the youngin', with 2 of the biggest free throws of his life, makes the first. Didn't even play junior varsity basketball last season. Was stuck on the freshman team. Improved over the summer, and head coach Justin Carpenter giving him a chance for this varsity squad. And he just tied the ball game and having a chance now to take the lead. Missed it. Rebound bump side, 48-48.
Good job by Jack Webb to know that he's been boxed out. He doesn't have a great chance to the rebound and not going over the back there.
48-48. 1:40 to play in the 4th quarter. Delp, guarded by Metter, top of the key, handing it off to Scott. Defense chance ringing out at the hilltop. Here's Delp driving to his right, getting down into the block. Nice contest there by Webb, but Delp too tough. He has 33 and a 2-point lead for the Lions, 50-48.
Webb can't get a foul there. I think if he has a foul to give, he can contest that just a little bit better. But, you know, good play there by Delp.
Metter has it. Metter spinning through traffic, kicking it to Acree. Acree right wing, out to Metter. Metter for 3. No, missed it short. Rebound Kime. 1 minute to play, and they're going to slow it up, Will Marshall. They might force Mount Carmel to foul.
Just get up. Don't foul yet. Force a turnover. They've been sloppier with the balls so far.
Here's McGuire, right edge. Guarded by Acree. Now at the card, center logo. McGuire back out to the right wing. 35 seconds to play. Here's Scott, top of the key. Over to Delp. Can't foul him. Delp driving in. Bounce past to Kime. Kime will almost throw it away in the backcourt. Here's Scott. Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan timeout for head coach Logan Idle. We'll stay here 21 and a half on the clock here in the 4th quarter. 50-48 Lions in front.
If I'm Carpenter, switching up the defense right here is exactly what I'm going to do. Switch up to a box and 1. He's going to draw up a play for a man-to-man defense. Go to a zone real quick, get him off guard, and then you've got only one guy that physically cannot foul. So if you have to, take a foul. If you don't like the look that you're going to get, you still got 21 seconds. Oh, these guys haven't shot free throws great in the second half. So I understand taking a foul here and being willing, just willing to understand that you got to get something quick. You got to get something quick. That's all that you know.
And really, the only guy you can't foul is Bentley Delp. He has 33 tonight, has shown his prowess with the ball in his hand. Scott to McGuire. McGuire in the backcourt. Guarded by Acree.
Take it. Take 1.
Metter doubling him. Metter now against McGuire, tipping it out from behind, but there is that foul. 11.2 here. So now McGuire will go to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
And you foul the guy who hasn't had his best night. Somebody that usually averages about 16 points only has one so far, so we'll see.
First one. Made it. Aces are going to need something quick either way. 11.2, 3 points the lead. Got to box out here. McGuire on the second, makes it as well. Full timeout, Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout for head coach Justin Carpenter. He has 2 to burn, that's his first. 11.2, got to get something quick and immediately foul.
Story of the game, Riley. You got to get something quick and immediately foul. I think we all know where the ball is going to be going. You got to get your best shooter in Shane Metter the ball. Hopefully he can go get himself some sort of layup, three-pointer, get a foul maybe even. But as soon as this ball's inbounded, you got to take the foul. They're going to try to get the ball into Brady Delp, number 3. Got to take him away and make them inbound it to one of their bigs. Simple as that.
11.2 on the clock. Shane Metter has yet to hit a 3 in this half. He has 3 threes on the night, all of which coming before the break. 23 total here tonight.
He's matched his season high here, Riley, so we'll see if he can go and beat it with a quick 3.
Just pounding here at the Hilltop. Home opener well worth the price of admission. 52-48. Lions in front by 4 with 11.2 to play here in the fourth quarter. They do get it to Metter. Metter passing half court now. He gets it to Owen Blake, who knocks in a 3.
Great timeout there by Carp. Great play. Owen Blake coming in clutch. He hasn't played much varsity in his life, but oh my, does he have the 4th most important points of the game right now for Mount Carmel.
52-51. Country Financial agent Tia Morgan timeout for head coach Justin Carpenter. They're going to take away Delp, immediately foul, and try to get something quick here. 5.3 on the clock. That gives them enough time to foul, 4 dribbles, and shoot.
Yeah, it does. Right now, foul, of course, 4 dribbles and shoot. A 3-pointer ties it up if you get down. I'm really speechless. I've never seen somebody just banker in to get the game within 1, but man, the bank was open on a Friday night, Riley.
Oh, my. About time something like that goes the way of your aces this year.
Yeah, it is. This is fun, Riley. This really is. I don't know if you guys have got to watch a lot of close games like this, but man, is it one to watch.
What a time here tonight. Friday night basketball not disappointing. 5.3 on the clock, 52-51. Lions in front by a measly point.
And you got to make foul 33. Actually, with him out not in the game, foul 2. Foul number 2. Make him come up and foul him.
Kime will inbound it. See who they get it to. A foul against Delp on Acree on the hold. So Acree will pick up his second. Bentley Delp will go to the line for 2 shots. He has 33 points here tonight.
And he shot free throws well, Riley, but he's missed a couple so far in this game. He's only went 2 for 2 once. So let's see something.
Well, the foul was against Acree, but Peyton McGuire is going to be shooting the shots there.
I had no clue.
We'll see if McGuire can knock him home. Knocked in 2 earlier, makes that one. I really thought that Acree was holding Delp there.
We're not going to argue because we would have rather had him shooting, Riley.
That is true. McGuire has made 3 straight. Makes that one as well. He has 5. All 5 of which have come at the line. They get it to Metter. Metter has time for a couple dribbles. With 3 seconds to go, he goes all the way inside, shoots a layup. Maybe looking to draw the foul. The layup does count, but a 54-53 win for the Marshall Lions there. Metter finishing with 25, but just not quite enough there for Mount Carmel.
Yeah, great game here by the Aces. This Marshall team isn't a slouch. They've beat some good teams. They've played a lot of good teams close. So I think this is good for the Mount Carmel Aces to learn and look at heading forward in the year.
Coming up in the postgame, we'll go through scoring summary, and we'll talk to head coach Justin Carpenter. 54-53. Lions win this one by 1 in the LIC opener. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
As soon as I came here, I started looking at the programs that they have, and the most that I like, it was early childhood education, and then after I see the classes and everything, that's the one that I picked. I would like to be a teacher in the future. I like it so much because I had the experience to work at Small World with the kids, and each day I learn, and I learn from the kids, and like with my teachers, like they teach me all the stuff that I need to do and to be a better teacher. And classes is amazing, so I would just recommend everyone to come here to Wabash Valley College.
Hello, I'm Sarah Harrell. I'm from Crossville, Illinois, and I attend here at Wabash for the Advanced Manufacturing Program. Being here has really helped me grow and really experience what it'll be like later in life, being able to work in a shop and actually run machines. I've loved working on the 3D printer and on the wire EDM and just CNC machines in general. I want to be like a designer and programmer type thing, so I can do most of my time on SolidWorks and programming CNC machines.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Christmas comes to Mount Carmel, Illinois, Friday, December 6th from 4 to 9 p.m. featuring carriage, train, and Rudolph rides, or take the City Lights trolley tour, photo ops, story time with Mrs. Claus, music of the season featuring jazz and dance, make your own take-home ornaments, or enjoy the s'mores making station. Even visit Santa himself. And yes, it's all free. So much shopping, food, and family fun at Christmas Uptown. And on Saturday at 5:15 p.m., it's the Lighted Christmas Parade. Download the app at ChristmasUptown.com.
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
We wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A tough loss here for your Golden Aces. They fall now to 1-6 on the year. They've lost 6 straight. Marshall improving to 3-1, and that trend of them every game being within 6 certainly held true here tonight.
Yeah, they just showed a little bit more poise in the late game than we did, even though we outscored them by 6 in that that fourth quarter. That just wasn't enough to get us back in the game. So I think that's something that we're going to have to learn on, something that we're going to have to continue to improve on head forward in the year.
And obviously not the result that they want, but again, a lot of positives here tonight. Shane Metter really showing a great sign of himself, scoring 25. Andrew Militoni coming through, and he has one less foul. I think the Aces might come away with this one.
Yeah, I think they do too. I was actually wrong on the outscoring them by 6. They only outscored them by 4 in that second half. So fourth quarter, just 1 point away. But Shane Metter having a great game on a big night for him. And I think heading forward in the year, this Aces team is just going to continue to get more iron for these games, more iron for just games in general. They're still such a young team. Have one senior on the whole team. But I think Shane Metter proved something to us tonight. Andrew Militoni really proved something to us tonight. I don't think that last foul was really a foul on him, but, no point in arguing for us, Riley. So, great game for the Aces. I know it wasn't how they wanted it to end, but they fought so hard, they played hard, and they did 99% of what they need to do, and that last 1% wasn't there. But, it just sucks that Brady Delp decided he was going to score 33 tonight and basically not miss a 3.
Yeah, he had 33, 7 triples. Just what a ball game for him. But Peyton McGuire ended up coming in clutch. We knew what a great player he was, sending him to the line there in that final stretch. He scored 4 straight from the free throw line in really clutch situations.
Yeah, just did a great job shooting late. And they knew who to find. They knew who was iron for, the moment, and did a great job of knocking down a few free throws.
Militoni finishes with 13, Metter with 25, Webb had 4, Acree had 4, Owen Blake had 4 with a big bank-in 3. Wade Keepus knocked in a 3 of his own, now joined by head coach Justin Carpenter. Coach, not the result you wanted, the 1-point loss, but I feel like a lot of growth from earlier this week to now.
That's exactly what I said in the locker room. Don't hang our heads. Yes, we're 1-6, but we're 0-1 in conference play. So we're building on something here. I'm trying to keep their heads up, trying to keep the momentum moving forward. Trying to keep our players' heads up high. We got some guys that still struggle with confidence, some guys that just hang their heads a little too early, and we just got to stay positive and not be on a roller coaster, like I was saying pregame.
Andrew Militoni finishing with 13, had a great game here tonight. Speak to me about his performance.
It just speaks about what he can do for the team. Whether he shows up on the stat sheet or not, he is doing little things for us, or he's going to step up and make shots. He's not afraid to take those shots. He's not afraid of big moments. He's going to insert himself offensively and defensively. As we've seen, he fouls out. He's got to take it easy a little bit. But it just shows what he can do, whether he's scoring or not. On a night basis.
Bentley Delp finishing with 33, but going into that fourth quarter only had 31. So a great defensive effort there in the fourth quarter, and overall so far in that game.
Yeah, man, we couldn't get in front of him. We were talking about it all before the game. It was part of the scout, and we did a great job on 13, I felt like. And, it's really just you got to pick your poison sometimes in basketball. And, he had a great night. Give his flowers to him. He's a great ball player.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us, and have a safe trip home.
Yep, thank you.
So 54-53, the final here tonight. Mount Carmel losing their 6th straight. They are now 1-6. Marshall winning. They are now 3-1. So for the entire 100.5 WSJD crew, for the crew here running the stream, and for Max Gerlach, I'm Riley Angel. And as always, have a good night.